Anxiety can be silent. In this video, I'm going to unravel 3 signs that you may be suffering from a quiet anxiety and what to do with it, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, Dominica here with you. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 signs that you may be suffering from a silent anxiety or anxiety that appears very silent that other people cannot recognize. So before I begin, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel and like this video, especially if you happen to resonate with the upcoming content of this video. So what is silent anxiety? Silent anxiety is an anxiety that other people cannot see. It can also be an anxiety that you are not aware of. So I'm about to unravel 3 signs that suggest that you may be suffering from a very silent anxiety, and I'm also going to give you a tip on how to cope with it. So tip number 1. You tend to bite your lips quite a lot, or you pull your hair, or you bite your nails, or anything of that sort. A lot of these behaviors are coping mechanisms. So if you have something on your mind, especially something that has happened to you years ago, or something you didn't get a chance to process, a lot of it is can be manifested through behaviors such as lip biting or nail biting or hair pulling or anything similar. So all of these tics, as we call them, a lot of them are coping mechanisms that relieve the anxiety buildup. Sign number 2. So if you happen to procrastinate a lot, so if you happen to leave things for tomorrow or for later, or you just find excuses to do things at a later stage and you just never come around to doing them, and it became a very severe habit for you, well, you might be suffering from emotions that didn't get a chance to get processed over time. So and that's something that will manifest through those kind of behaviors, such as procrastination. It's a safety behavior, and it is a coping mechanism for a lot of people suffering from anxiety. Sign number 3, and this is quite an important one. So if you find yourself very irritable, and especially if you also happen to find yourself going through emotional breakdowns, so you cry a lot, and you still feel that this type of a behavior continues for you, so you might be suffering from a silent anxiety as well, and it manifests for you through emotional breakdowns. So you release the anxiety by crying it out. So obviously there is something on your mind that you might be anxious about, and you just didn't have a chance to process it, unfortunately. So these are the 3 signs that suggest that you may have a silent anxiety. There's obviously a lot more signs than that, I'm aware. But for the purposes of this video, I'm only sharing the 3 signs with you. So what do we do when we do have silent anxiety? Especially if you're the type that just doesn't feel like talking to other people or socializing, and people are very irritating for you, especially at this time. And that can be quite common for people that have a lot of built up anxiety within them, and it's manifesting through silence. And if you prefer to keep silent, if you're the type of person that you prefer to do the work yourself, that's absolutely fine. Even though I'd always suggest to talk to the therapist. But if you don't want to talk to therapists, and say you don't have a friend to who you have the opportunity to speak to, so one of the powerful tools that you could use is journaling. So this is something that worked for me personally. Journaling is a very good anxiety reliever tool. So when you journal, you relieve all of this build-up anxiety, and when you write it out, you feel almost like an outsider looking at the situation, and the situation doesn't seem as bad as it initially seemed. And I know it might sound a little crazy. You might think, how can a pen and a paper relieve my anxiety? Well, it may not relieve your anxiety on day one, but if you consistently set 30 minutes a day, but every day for the next month, you will see the difference in your anxiety levels. First of all, you'll become more aware of your anxiety. Second of all, you relieve the anxiety on a piece of paper. And third of all, as you do this progress, you naturally raise your vibrations. Or, in other words, you become more confident, more inspired. You become more understanding and empathic of yourself and of others. So you will naturally become more creative. You will become more inspired to push yourself to become a better person. You'll pick up a new hobby perhaps. You will focus your attention on something else. So a lot of the times you will notice that there will be more and more positive thoughts that will come in as you journal the negative thoughts. So you will see those patterns too. So if you have the time and the chance, definitely try out journaling, as it is quite a helpful tool. So definitely try it out, and definitely leave a comment down below if journaling has helped you before, or whether you are journaling at the moment, and how is the progress going for you. And this is it, guys. I hope this video has been helpful for you. And definitely hit like down below and subscribe to my channel for further similar content. And I will speak to you soon.